Well, hope everyone's having a lovely Tuesday today. I am RoTT, your host for the evening. And today, I have a very special game planned for everybody. I am playing SCP Secret Files. Those of you who are probably in the SCP circle probably already know of the game. Hello. But yes, this will become my new bi-weekly stream for PHG with me as your host, going through different sorts of horror games and seeing what we can find, maybe find some inspiration for creating things in D&D, for example. But I guess without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. I literally bought this game like a month ago, and it took all the restraint I had not to play this game, by the way. I've been super excited to play. I am Carl Astana. A few months ago, I was preparing my dissertation in a restaurant on L Street. The pies there were rather to my liking. I became startled when a man sitting across from me suddenly shouted out. It wasn't fast enough. It's a little too fast. After seeing that there were other empty tables in the restaurant, I said this to the man. Ooh. We'll try this. Talking to himself? Well. Huh. Serious job and a wonderful one. Well, let's see what he offers. I won't be disappointed. Okay. SCP. Honorable Carl Asana, congratulations on becoming a member of the SCP Foundation. The Foundation highly values your knowledge and expertise, and we firmly believe that you are what we have been searching for. You will assume the position of Assistant Archivist, in the Archival Department of Group 3. Director Chuck R. will be your superior. Please go to the security office on Sector... I forget what that symbol stands for. On 8/13/2012, 9 o'clock in the morning, to pick up your employee card. We look forward to working with you. Personal Department of Site 105 SCP Foundation. Secure, contain, protect. I don't know if anyone else in the chat is aware of the SCP lore, but it's a lore series that I am heavily invested in, and I love seeing these projects.
Since the beginning of civilization, the world has been full of unknown things. Due to their existence, the balance of mankind's peaceful life has been upset. However, no matter how advanced our technology, no matter how great our scientific breakthroughs, there will always be anomalies that cannot be explained. We don't know where they come from, or what their purpose is. These questions plague mankind and affect our daily lives. It's because of this that we founded the SCP Foundation. an organization dedicated to containing anomalous items, individuals, and phenomena. The SCP Foundation is committed to maintaining the normalcy of the world so that people may live free of fear, while ordinary people must fight anomalies in the shadows. We must prevent them from being exposed to the public, so that people may live in a rational and ordinary world. We secure, we contain, we protect.
Time to start our job as an archivist. I am pretty experienced in SCP lore, and I'm pretty sure, from my own knowledge, an archivist is someone who simply just goes through the different files the SCP Foundation has, and your job is to read these files, redact important information, and, well, assuming you have the clearance, propose certain containment procedures, depending on the SCP, assuming they aren't mimetic. Alright, level 1 security card, okay. 914 is my room? Okay. Okay. Honestly, if I had an office like this, I would probably be happy with it. No, I wouldn't. Okay, Carl Asana. Okay, graduated from the Massachusetts Institute of Technology. 1989. And current year is 2012. So what? I'm what? 33? Okay. I'm pretty sure that's right. 33. You will access classified and top secret archives. Please confirm that you are aware of all confidential and yep, I agree. Welcome to SCP Foundation. Before starting your work, please allow us to introduce you to the software used in the archival department. Each day, your superior will assign you a task, aka missions, modules, where the task... okay. Communication. Okay, so if it's red, it means new. Okay. Using the site relies primarily on the... okay. Training is effective means of information sharing with the Foundation. New employees must first participate in new employee training before they begin work. Okay. Information around the world. You can be viewed in the site anytime. Okay, it's just normal stuff. Okay. $12.99. Ooh. kind of hope we get to choose our profile pic later. That's gonna be kind of fun. Ooh, okay, so how do we start this off? Do I just go straight up for, are you just jealous of me attitude? Or do I go for, I guess you guys just don't like MIT. Too basic for you. Alright. I guess the stream has a bigger delay than I thought it did. Rick and Morty. I hope this dude becomes like a Dr. Bright kind of person. You gotta come in. The tragedy he went through was inevitable. Alright. So it's like Gent is going to be a in the SCP terminology, he is a risk. Can't click it. He is very right. Dr. Ham. No? Must be a new doctor for this one. For this game. Alright. Says in the location, of course, you signed up for is about to begin. Please join the meeting in Junio. Okay. Join conference. So far, pretty cool. I kind of like this style that they've done with this one, but from my understanding, this game has like multiple art styles for each story that it tells. So we'll be jumping between different art styles as we progress through the game.
Jason Carter is a death row inmate. In exchange for clemency, he has agreed to work with the SCP Foundation for 30 days. Upon completion of his work, he will be a free man. Jason Carter is now D503.
Okay. Alright, so this is a D503 story. I've seen a little bit of this story. Collect. Let me know if I need to turn the volume down of the game on stream, because OBS is telling me that it's rather loud, so just want to make sure it's not overbearing loud.
D503 was given no clear instruction of the task to be completed.
Alright, hold on. Alright, that should do it. Yeah, that's what I have it set to right now. I'm just trying. I just thought it was peeking into that red zone a little bit on the game volume. Alright. Great, I get to show off my terrible driving skills. Straightforward. Exhaust rest turn. Yeah, that sounds about right. Load the junk into the incinerator. Oh, I gotta take the truck out there, I guess. Okay. Literally like an inch forward, and I would have let it This level's got a lot more shell
This
shading.
was D503's first day of work. SCP protocol mandates that D503 now undergo a psychological evaluation.
Okay. Please take the level 2 mental test to assess your current mental state. Okay. Oh, fun puzzles. Maybe this one. Okay. This one? No, it'd be this one right here. Okay. Not bad. Day's work complete. 29 more days to go. I guess get through it. I mean, I guess, death row inmate was supposed to die. I guess you can afford
This was the
treating like
first
that.
day D503 psychological data was collected. You're probably wondering, how can this job earn freedom for a death row inmate? Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Dr. Raymond Ham from Site 83. Welcome to today's training conference. Today, I'm going to share with you a little project I've been working on called SCP-7457. The desert you saw just now is SCP-7457. D503 is a volunteer who we invited to help us learn more about this desert. Prior to the Foundation's involvement with SCP-7457, 329 people went missing in this area. As a precaution, we have introduced lockdown measures as we attempt to find the cause of these disappearances. As everyone here is new to the Foundation, it will be good for you to learn about SCP-7457. Let me explain how it works. Before we get started, are there any questions?
Dr. Ham, I'm Will Barton, 3rd Special Squad, Site 86.
Hello, Will.
Before I came here, I thought I had a basic understanding of the Foundation. I've heard of these anomalies, but only in terms of human anomalies. I had no idea that SCP-7457 was a desert. How do we begin to make sense of this?
That's a good question, Will. All the unexplained phenomena we are monitoring are being labeled anomalies. Human anomalies, regional anomalies, artifact anomalies, and various other phenomena beyond our control. The work of the Foundation is to isolate these anomalies and prevent the public from, shall we say, experiencing them? Okay, next question.
Hello, Dr. Ham. I'm Mark Harris, a research intern from Site 27. In the video, we saw D503 picking up garbage in the desert. Why did it do that? And what does this have to do with anomalies?
Okay, Mark. What I can tell you now is that everything you see is part of SCP-7457. SCP anomalies can be a little difficult to understand at first. Just know that it or they have their own rules. Perhaps you'll understand what I mean once we finish watching the video. Okay, let's move on.
Alright, we're skipping straight to day 8.
The first week was fairly normal.
Going good.
However, there was an interesting
Chat is getting a
occurrence
nice education
on the 8th
on
day.
what the SCP Foundation does. I have no idea how long this game is, and I was planning on doing like a 4-hour stream today, so we'll see how
Let's
far
have
I
a
get.
look at what happened.
This is the introductory tutorial mission. Okay. Yeah. good, Brandon. Spindle, a black cable that's wound too tightly to see what's inside. It is much heavier than it looks, and nobody knows why. It takes a lot of effort to carry. I'm pretty sure 329 people who've gone missing, this is one of them. That's my guess. Random bundle of rope about the size of a body. I mean, and the wire spindles move on their own. I mean, it's kind of obvious here.
D503 had completed his task.
It does seem like he struggles every day. Like it's making it harder and harder for him to pull that lever. Alright, take the psychic exam. Please select 3 pictures with triangles. Okay. Okay. And if I should... select 3 pictures that calculate the result equal to 5. I'm pretty sure all of them equal 5, actually, looking at it.
That night, D503's psychological data showed abnormal fluctuations. Analysis tells us that D503 is dreaming. Unfortunately, though, we have no way of knowing what he dreamed of that night.
But I guess we do. It's like a beach. I love the slow burn of this, by the way. Like, it's very slowly easing you into that horror.
The 8th day marked a significant turning point. The start of SCP-7457's impact on D503. Are there any questions before we go on?
Hello,
Actually,
Dr. Ham.
I have a question for
I'm
chat.
Spencer Jones from
You
the
look over here at
Special
the bottom
Operations
left, you'll see
Department
the
of Site
names of
21.
everyone who's in the chat.
Hello, Spencer.
How many of you
It's still
know a
unclear as to
Ryan
why
Hall?
D503
I know
needs
3,
to pick up all of
and they're
this
not
trash.
related.
If you wanted to monitor his psychological response to
Just generally curious.
SCP-7457, why not just leave him out in the desert? Why assign him these tasks when there are already psychological evaluations taking place?
Okay, our analysis has indicated that SCP-7457 produces a new cluster of trash every 8 minutes and 37 seconds. If waste collection is not done regularly, all that trash may soon flow into our world. It is worth noting, though, that the quantity of waste created here pales in comparison to the amount produced by humans. However, it still has the potential to become a significant problem in the future. By assigning these tasks to D503, we can monitor his reactions while also containing the trash. There is another reason, but we will get to that one later.
Is it not the case that the Foundation is exaggerating the importance of a minor issue before the issue is fully understood?
Okay, everyone. I must emphasize that behind us is the general public, who are wholly unaware of any of this. Being meticulous and maintaining a serious attitude is essential at the SCP Foundation. Any oversight or underestimation of the enemy may result in disaster.
He's not wrong.
Thank you, Dr. Ham. I understand.
Good. Let's move on. The effects of SCP-7457 on D503 became most obvious on day 15 of the test. Due to the conditions that day, we were only able to track his movements after recovering data from his radar. It was definitely a bad day, perhaps the worst. Even for a death row inmate.
I mean... I could think of a couple things that could be worse. Oh.
D503 found a radar that perfectly resembled his own.
Yeah. World War II type.
However, D503 didn't seem to think much of it.
Oh wait, okay, alright, let's see. Did that radar really weigh 43? No, I have a tire already in the back of the truck. Yep, another body. There, but you know.
Persistent adverse physiological reactions proved to be a challenge for D503. He still managed to complete his work on day 15. But then he encountered an incident.
Okay. Sandstorm.
A sandstorm.
Yeah.
D503 walked in the sandstorm for a long time,
Why?
but he couldn't seem to find his way back.
Why not just drive the truck? Alright, follow the black cord. See where it takes me. should also mention the fact that he's D-Class 503 in and of itself is a rarity, because D-Classes are usually 4 digits, if not 5-digit numbers. So him to have a 3-digit number means he's been in D-Class for a while.
Experienced a call from an unknown voice?
Yeah, it's plenty of time. They're called telemarketers. I hate them.
Approximately 13 hours later, a visibly trembling D-503 returned to Site 8. We immediately performed a psychological evaluation. Major fluctuations can now be observed in D-503's physiological data. The results of the psychological evaluation were so troubling, we had to abort the mission. D-503 was able to break away from the Foundation's control. He has seen the test results of other Level D personnel who were analyzed at SCP-7457.
Okay.
That's right. None of the Level D personnel at SCP-7457 have ever been able to leave this desert.
Okay. Just a
D-503
city in the middle of a desert. Cool.
Humans often believe that their fate is in their own hands, that all choices come from their own free will. They don't realize that we humans form only a small part of this world. Out there, in the unknown world, we are as insignificant as a grain of sand in this vast desert.
I mean, sure, that's true, but what's your point? Yeah, let me join the rest. We're the next D class to pick us up. I like that very faint scream. Very muffled.
Days later, experiment participant D722 found the radar that had belonged to D503. The radar was 31 miles away from the waste treatment facility. All the data we have came from this radar. People entering SCP-7457 will suffer varying degrees of psychological stress within an acute period. It manifests as a range of neurological and mental disorders, as well as severe and unexplained hallucinations. So far, not one participant has left the desert unscathed.
But people have left the desert.
The Foundation has tested 31 Level D personnel in an area spanning 2,267 square miles. Our testing continues. When you work for the Foundation, you will face various anomalies. Some can kill you, some may drive you crazy, and some will make you feel that living is worse than death.
Yeah.
Let this be very clear. SCP-7457 is just a taste of what you will face in the future. Before joining the Foundation, you were all leaders in your respective fields and industries. Researchers, special forces, FBI agents, national security experts. Well, SCP does not care how smart you are, how accomplished you are. It doesn't matter to them how many doctorates and titles you have. You are no different from helpless ants when confronted with these anomalies.
Yeah.
Remember this.
Well,
It is the most important advice you will receive.
partially
Do
true.
not take risks. You will die. You are not as special as you think you are. If you encounter an anomaly, put your pride and curiosity aside. Run. Because that's the only thing you can do. God won't protect you here. Welcome to the Foundation, rookies. I'm Dr. Raymond Ham, and this ends the first class of our employee induction program.
Could you actually imagine that was your introduction to a company you just started working for? And of course, it's a survey. Great. Connection was smooth. Meeting was punctual. I'll go 4-star on that. I don't really have enough. There wasn't enough information to go for a 5-star, in my feel. I don't feel anything. Good. It helped me. I only saw. I mean, that's not wrong. It depends on what department you're in, whether or not that works on you. Alright. So this is actually probably really important, what we pick here, because it could affect us later on if this is going as detailed as I would think it would. Personally, I didn't feel anything, me as a person, so I could go with that one. But I've already been exposed to this kind of stuff. So, chat, what do you guys think? Which one? Which 1, 2, or 3? Which one do you guys think I should go with? Oh, wait. 1 is don't feel anything. 2 is good. It helped me. Don't want to become like Jonathan. And 3 is I only saw a Boy Scout instructor. Because personally, I like all 3 answers. So I don't really know which one I prefer. Okay. I'll give it guys a little bit longer to think about it, and then if you don't see any answers, I will just pick I don't feel anything and go with a sociopathic answer. Traces of offensive thaumaturgy were found on scene. Possible incidents were influenced by unknown SCPs. Okay, the possibility of them being unknown SCPs has been excluded, so it's not unknown SCPs. However, no supernatural group has claimed responsibility. Okay. Yeah, so 415 won the special prize this year. For Tom Rand Cup, no breaches. Oh, so they've had no breaches this year. That's good. Or they've had the least amount of breaches. Ooh, they get 4 or 5/8 access for all Christmas. That's pretty good, actually. And he's getting transferred. Okay. He'll get transferred to 612. From 612 to... Okay. It's pretty cool. Alright. That was only an hour seminar. Okay, makes sense. It's very short, and we're only an hour into stream too, so it kind of works out. Let's go to the cafeteria. Okay. We're on day 2, I assume. Stuart reminds me so much of Dr. Bright. Okay, regardless, investigation forward text. Just click the red text. Click the data to the archive system. Okay. Ooh,
I'm
701.
Agent Q from the Accident Investigation Department. Containment breach occurred at Pony Station, and contact with the Foundation has been lost. Agent Bella Lawrence was given orders to enter Pony Station and retrieve the black box. Following is a transcript of the interview with Bella Lawrence.
I've been waiting for this mission. This mission, so for context, this mission was the demo for this game before it released. Alright, Meg, have a good time. I'll probably still be alive when you get back anyways.
Experiencing mild convulsions. Administer 5 milligrams of methadone to help control blood pressure. Bella? Bella? The drugs seem to be taking effect. Go ahead and ask questions. I can't be certain how long she'll stay awake for.
Where's the black box, Sparrow? Days ago, you were tasked with investigating the situation at Site 74, Pony Station. You were assigned to retrieve the black box. Now, out with it. Where is the black box?
I brought it back. I brought the black box back.
Don't lie to us. You never brought it back.
No, that's impossible. I remember. I completed my assigned task. I swear. Shit, my head.
All right, here now. This isn't an interrogation. We're not here to lay blame or point any fingers. Bella, I'm terribly sorry to have to bother you in such a state, but it is critical that we find that black box. We need to know what happened at Pony Station.
My memory's a mess at the moment.
That's fine. We'll take it slowly, step by step. Why don't we start from the moment you received your mission? Tell us what you remember.
I'll try. That night. Currently heading to mission site 74, Pony Station. We'll arrive in about 3 minutes.
Very good, Sparrow. It's been 48 hours since the Foundation lost contact with Pony Station. SCP-701 experiments there have been ongoing. We have reason to suspect a containment breach.
What is my mission?
According to Foundation Security Regulations 709S, each site must have a black box placed in a secure area to assist in identifying the cause of an accident, should one occur. Your task is to investigate the situation and retrieve the black box.
Black box? Got it. Okay, I've arrived.
Alright. Finally, we can start the actual horror game.
I'm able to observe the mission site from here, but it doesn't seem like one of the Foundation's secure facilities.
Pony Station, officially known as Site 74, was originally a hydroelectric power station. After it was abandoned, the Foundation repurposed it as one of their sites. Initially, it was used only to contain a few safe-level anomalies. But recently it's also taken over SCP-701. I don't know all the details. We won't know the truth until you retrieve the black box.
Got it. I'll complete the
701
task as instructed and retrieve the black box.
701 has such a very interesting story in the SCP. It is also known as the Hanged King, for those who are unaware. It's going to be a fun SCP. Okay. Get the count counter. Measure the humes of an area. Okay. Get the reality anchors, the most important thing. And white blockers and block stop neurotransmitters from behaving erratically as a result of unavoidable reality bending. And this is my target, the black box. Okay. Is there anything on the back of this? No. Alright. Time to open my collections. Okay. Crouch is on toggle. Good to know. Shift is hold.
I've just entered Pony Station.
Retrieve the black box from the lab. Room 705. Take the elevator. 7th floor. Sparrow. Must.
What's that? Bald Eagle, you're cutting out. Damn. This is out of the safe range. I'll place a reality anchor. Okay. Much better. Now let's find that elevator.
And Ohio issue 25-cent quarter. Okay. Collect. Here we go. Today I read Dr. George Thomas's research log for SCP-701. Could it be true? Has he really been performing comparison experiments on chimpanzees this whole time? What could he have planned? Does he not realize what he is up against? The whole thing is turning out to be an ungodly mess. It is now abundantly clear why the Foundation transferred him out of Pony Station, leaving me to take over his post. He was performing the experiment all wrong. The whole direction of the project was just all wrong. SCP-701 holds great potential. I still believe that. I will have to adopt a new method of study. Efficient, fast, direct. It all begins tomorrow. Alright, got 1 out of 4 research logs and 2 out of 3. Key 101.
I've heard of this guy. A bit of an eccentric and a thrill seeker.
Alright, documents. Duty regulations. All personnel on duty shall leave early. Absence from work is strictly prohibited. Personnel who cannot be on duty due to special circumstances shall promptly coordinate with the relevant site director. All personnel shall strictly comply with the prescribed regulations and rules pertaining to the access of classified files. All personnel on duty shall fit in the inspection form truthfully and correctly. If a situation that cannot be handled independently should arise, personnel must immediately report the incident. Spare key to room 101 placed under the flower pot in the visitor lobby. If used, please place it back in its original location. Okay, so that's where I can get that key. I'm not even sure where the visitor lobby is, but sure. Okay. Is this the visitor lobby? No. Not that one, at least. Alright. Interesting. Some more redacted files.
All the plans, including the project schedule that follows, have been disrupted. The actors of the whole site is theirs. They managed to procure a goddamn script from God knows where, and they've taken over my laboratory accordingly. And Dr. Cooper, or whatever his name is, in particular, he puts on airs every time the operation starts as if everyone should listen to him. Who does he think he is? I have to let him know who's the boss around here.
Okay. a research doctor began being unreasonable and partially becoming an egomaniac, probably. Usually how it goes, right? Can I? That sucks. I have a quarter. Can I not use it? No. That sucks. Oh. Go this way. I mean, rule number one in horror games, never trust the mannequins. Well, it's probably not rule number one. It's probably like rule number... It's in the top 10 rules. I'd say it would be, at least. Okay. Central... Staff elevator and offices. Okay. Alright. Anything interesting? Yep. Already seeing our first set of reality warping. Or is it reality bending? I forget which. They're both terminology in the SCP, so both could be right, I guess. Huh. Hello. Goodbye. On break.
This must be the elevator. To the 7th floor, then.
Yeah, that can wait. You gotta find all the collectibles.
Blood we offered. The hanged king we served. I serve my king with my blood? Blissful suffocation, sacrifice of sin. What's this? Some kind of poem? Ah,
yep.
My head. Ah.
Yep. I get 100.
Holy shit.
Now, I'm pretty sure
familiar with cognito hazards.
I could have gone down the elevator without getting that too, by the way. Pretty sure I could have.
But this wasn't anything like that. I couldn't breathe. It was like there was a knot tied around my throat. I was weightless, hanging, gasping. No matter how much I struggled, nothing helped.
That does sound terrifying. But perhaps it was just a nightmare, though.
No. We wake up from nightmares. Not from this.
That's fair. Alright. Still going.
Are you kidding me? It's even lower than before. Close to reality.
So it's called a haunt meter. It measures humes, and in SCP, humes are measurable particles that occur during reality warping and or uh, changes of reality. And that's where the Stanton reality anchors came into play and managed to stabilize reality through
Guess I'm taking
the
stairs.
fumes that affect it.
It's locked.
And the mannequins are gone.
What the?
Our first glimpse. Hey, you don't ever look over your shoulder and read this, do you? Duke Sorrento, the chains of fate coil like a poisonous snake. It is not only me that seeks to entangle, but also you, Gonzalo. The curse before death is frightening indeed. Petruchio, get this meddler out of my sight. Let dead men remain speechless. Petruchio extends the noose and strangles Sortino's neck. Traitor. Usurper. Alright. Nothing on the back. Hello. Blood, my king. I don't know what the last this word is. What is it? Is it hell backwards or help backwards? I think it's help backwards. Help. My king, help. Yeah. Pretty standard stuff. Check the other bathroom. Ah, another script. Isabella. If the lives of the monarchy were to be recorded in a book, the archivist would never know a moment's rest, and would evidently become overburdened with fatigue. The maid, Patrice. Empress Lord Artino is here. Lord Antonio is here. I don't know why I said Antino. Isabella, what is it that you say? My strange son? Why would he come to see me in the covet? To get me, to give me my very best dress at once, and prepare a glass of poisoned wine. As you say. Maid leaves. Isabella, what sad truth? The dice rolls with lies and bears my name. And the martyr, under his conspiracy, shares my own flesh and blood. I don't know what fell. Huh? Sound like an empty bottle from here, but hard to say. Okay. Hello. I'm afraid I can't answer right now.
This cognito hazard. Could it have something to do with SCP-701?
Yes, it
The
does.
situation here is much more serious than I expected.
Alright. So that's the door we heard banging on, but there's banging right there as well. Anything interesting here? Miss Irene Mabel, recent former assistant Dr. Tyler Cooper. Miss Lisa Amanda was demoted because of her refusal to carry out the experimental as orders given by Dr. Cooper. On the 16th of, she was injected with a Class A amnestic sent away from the site. To fill this role, and at the behest of Dr. Cooper and sales site, management has decided to promote you to the role of senior experimental assistant. Your interview and authorization session will be held today at 13:30 hours. So 1:30. Room 711. Please come prepared. Okay. Can't click anything else. So. Is that another script from me? Oh, we're already in Act 2. Persone. Gonzalo Antonio. Isabella Lodovico? I don't know how you pronounce that word. Name. I'm not good with Italian. Francisco. Alright, scene. The Coven Inn. Act description. To cover up the truth, Gonzalo orders the arrest of 3 men who witnessed the Queen's confession and imprisons the Queen in the convent. Gonzalo then goes to have this secret meeting with Ambassador Alagada. Upon learning of the Queen's captivity, Antonio begins to plot his revenge. What? I mean, I agree the script's pretty bit plain compared to, most stories. You have anything? Alright, Act 3. Only a couple of new people. In the ballroom of the convent. Gonzalo kills an eyewitness and orders the royal chef to make a stew from his body. The witness's daughter, Alinda, is then placed in the convent. Antonio and his squire enter the convent to confront the queen. She tries to kill Antonio, but he sees through her plan. She is left to suffer the consequences as Antonio and his squire evacuate the monastery. They encounter the imprisoned Alinda. Rude. Alright, well I don't have the handle yet, so I can't do anything with that.
It's all very unusual these days. Many people have come to the site, but they haven't registered with the authorities. I've heard that Cooper and his team are rehearsing a script into a play, and that all participants are required to record their daily status. My experiment has to be put on hold because there's no one left to work on it. It's not right. I'll write an email to the minister and inform him of the malpractice going on here. Who's that?
And dead. Use which pictures? The Hanged King's strategy. So, let's see if it tells us anything. Nope. That's a prop / real dagger that was used in the original incident of the Hanged King. Okay. So, I'm gonna try to recall from the best of my knowledge of the Hanged King. It's been a while since I've read the story. So, the Hanged King. I believe it started off as a high school play. The play itself was, no one knows who wrote it. But whenever it is performed, the actors who are playing the characters become the actual characters, reliving the tragedy of the entirety of the play. I won't spoil how it ends, because I'm pretty sure it goes into that kind of gets explained later. But it effectively, the play itself acts like a summoning to bring forth the Hanged King. As for the Hanged King's true identity, it's not exactly known. Speculation to be one of the characters from the story. As far as if that's true or not, I have no idea, because a lot of SCP stories are left to be ambiguous by nature. Alright. Rotate the mouse. Okay. Well, I'm pretty sure I just need to do this one, right? Okay, now I gotta move all of it over. Okay. Okay. I mean, I'd say that's enough to get in, but the game's probably gonna say no. But the incident I talked about, the high school play, I believe that's the first recording incident of the Hanged King. or of SCP-701. So it is technically possible for there to be other instances that happened before that incident happened that led the SCP Foundation to find out about this play that is anomalous. Tyler Cooper's Journal 2. At first, most of the site personnel were apprehensive about participating in this project, but after distributing some SCP-701 documents to a few volunteers, they became widely circulated, and the number of people coming to sign up suddenly increased. It's rather curious how it happened, and I haven't quite figured out the reasons behind it yet, but it's welcome news. I'll take it as a good omen. Now, I've managed to mobilize the entire station to participate, every single person. It is my chance to prove myself. An opportunity like this doesn't come every day.
Why would Dr. Cooper need so many volunteers? And what on earth is this SCP-701?
Hello?
Finally, luck is on my side. This ought to get me to the 7th floor.
Alright. 4 or 5. Rehearsal notice. The Hand King strategy is sacrifice everything. Rehearsal notice. The first group rehearsal time is May 23rd at 7:46 a.m. Location, conference room, 5th floor. Second group rehearsal will be on May 26th, 11:11 a.m. Location, warehouse 603, 6th floor. Final group performance, May 27th, 9 p.m. Location, 705, 7th floor.
Rehearsal notice?
Alright, floor 6. Yep.
What the hell is going on here? 4th floor again? The way out of here might have something to do with these clocks.
9 p.m., right? That's the floor we want to get to. Rotating the mouse is a little annoying. Okay. So get it to 9 o'clock. It's gonna take a sec. So how's everyone in chat doing? Okay. I'm just gonna assume that ding is just for some reason the clock. Okay, this clock is. Oh, okay. Hold on. Let me research. Here we go. Nope. Nope. Here we go. Notice. Okay. So this is the 11:11 one. The other one was the 7:46 one. And the last one. Okay. So there's going to be 3 clocks. So this is 11:11, which is simply right here. And this is 9 o'clock. Alright. Puzzle complete. On the 7th floor is where I need to go. See how the anchor's busted again.
What is that smell? When was the last time they cleaned this place? blood. Blissful suffocation.
Tell us what it's saying.
Sacrifice of sin. No!
Bella, are you feeling better now?
Cardio hazards, man. They pretty powerful. Once you know one or are affected by one, you can't get rid of it.
Suffocation. Like a rope. Looped around my neck. Pulling tight. Weightless. Hanging. Nothing around me. Just my feet dangling. Struggling. Fighting. It will swallow me. And make me its slave.
Bella, you are completely safe here. Nothing can hurt you.
Not true.
Okay, let's continue.
The situation there was much worse than expected. Much worse. I knew I had to get in touch with the Foundation. I managed to find a phone, and I called her back up. This is Sparrow, 09868, for Bald Eagle. I'm at Pony Station on the 7th floor. The situation here is much worse than expected. I need backup.
Bella, are you sure this is actually what happened?
What do you mean? Yes, of course I'm sure.
Come on, Bella. Try and focus.
What are you talking about?
Bella, you never made that phone call.
Of course What?
Pony Station was completely cut off. There was no contact with the outside world whatsoever. A phone call? That would have been impossible.
No, but I saw...
What did you see now? Tell us what you saw.
Alright, let's go. Failed the first sequence. That's fine.
Bald Eagle never said anything about that. Bastard.
Alright. Made it past the first chase sequence of the game.
Looks like something bad happened here.
I honestly don't know the purpose of this one. It might be an SCP, and I just don't know. There's a lot of SCPs that have involved trees, and it's hard to say. Is there anywhere here what SCP that is? Or if it is SCP? Or if it's just a containment room? Ooh, there's a thing in the floor. So let's find it.
We're evacuating. Damn it. After the show, everyone went crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Some hanged themselves. Some killed each other like beasts. That damn evil white monster. This was all destined to happen when he brought in that script.
Mm-hmm.
Everything that happened here is all Cooper's fault. It's their fault! This will be the last recording from the experiment. The hydropower plant was shut down forever. And no doubt my experiment will also... What's going on? What's going on? Ah!
Yep. Alright, so it kind of told you there how the anomaly ends usually. and going back to that original instance I was talking about earlier with the high school play, yeah, that's pretty much how it ended. Everyone in the audience, including the actors themselves, ended up killing themselves and killing each other. That's, pretty bar standard, honestly, for SCP. Experiment Project Site 105. Okay. Unclassified. Interesting. Description. The experiment was a multi-object project, including redacted SCP, redacted SCP, redacted SCP. The experiment primarily focused on researching the process of reality distortion led by Dr. George Thomas. The project lasted for the duration of 5 days. During the first 3 days, 2 Rorschach tests were conducted on redacted. Level 3 hypnosis experiment was also conducted on 3 Level D personnel influenced by redacted. Within a short period of time, the experimental subjects revealed varying degree of immersion state, and on the 4th day claimed being in a primal forest. Well, I can see that forest. The trees here are mainly Sequoia and Pinus caribea. On the same day, the hume level of the surrounding environment was decreased to 37. That's pretty low. On the 5th day, the described scene began to invade reality, causing the original experiment site and 6 experimental subjects to go missing. The project was forced to be suspended. There are no further investigation reports concerning this area. Dr. Thomas believes the experiment was primarily influenced by reality distortion effects of blank SCP, and thus can be considered its creation. SCP redacted-1, uncoded officially. A detailed experiment record can be found in internal document site 1050603.2 encrypted. Be interested to read that. Now, I got all the collectibles, I think. Let's move on. Alright, so I guess let's go this way. Either it's designed like this, or I'm pretty sure it is. It's not meant to be a path. Would be the first thing to get. Okay. Interesting. You 3 hold right there. I want to check in here. There we go. We got April 27th, local time. 5 students were involved in a collective blink incident at Cleveland Institute of Arts Drama Club in Ohio. This is the incident I was talking about, or part of the incident. Drama club in Ohio, and another faculty member died of stab wounds. The janitor was taken into custody as a suspect in the incident. His statement mentioned that 4 students used the blank redacted from the ceiling during rehearsal. This was when they repeated by the last remaining person after they assaulted the teacher. The teacher died 2 hours later following a forensic investigation of the scene. It was determined that the janitor had no clear motive for committing the crime. He is currently undergoing further observation in a psychiatric hospital. Yeah, sounds about right. All personnel at Pony Station. Researches on 701 officially begin tomorrow in order to prevent the dissemination of classified information. All video surveillance equipment has been removed, and all external signal transmissions have been completely blocked. The site will keep under close loop management procedures until the conclusion of the research experiment. At present, the experiment is still in need of more participants. All willing participants can find Miss Irene Mabel in the archives room on the 4th floor to fill in the necessary paperwork from the system. Okay. Told him to wait. Impatient bastards. Oh. Just walked past this the first time. 701 scripts have been out for a week now, and participants have had minor rehearsals as described above. But one thing continues to baffle me. They always seem to recite the wrong lines. Every single person. It's strange. Almost like it's orchestrated. And when I try to correct them, they become defensive, insisting that they read the lines correct. But other than that minor hiccup, everything else went well. I'm very much looking forward to the first full rehearsal in room 705, the day after next. After the full rehearsal, all will bear witness to the potential of SCP-701, and my name will become synonymous with it. Tyler Cooper, the genius behind the experiment, who managed to tap its endless potential. This is history in the making. Says every single person before they die, or every scientist before they die.
With this SCP-701 experiment.
Hello. Probably should explore a little bit more. Probably could have got extra stuff, but oh well. Okay. It's fine. Ooh. Basically no reality in this room. Alright, everyone's walking. Cool. I guess getting close to them now this causes them to fall. Ooh, we're in Act 5 now. In the banquet hall, act description. At the banquet, Antonio bursts in and confirms Gonzalo's murderous crimes, as well as his own lineage. Gonzalo is disposed by an angry group of ministers. Instead of killing Gonzalo, Antonio exiles him to the convent. Antonio then orders his squire to plan his wedding with Alinda. The play ends with a dance by the group of quarters. Huh. So I guess after... Wait, wasn't he the reason that Alinda was in the covet in the first place? I got to Act 3. Oh, I'm missing Act 4. God damn it. Oh well. Alright. I just want to make everyone fall over. Just because I can. See if it does anything. As a trigger something cool or random to happen. You stood up. What the hell? Stay down. Okay, so only a certain amount of them can be down. And let's get right back up. Cool.
Why does it look like they're all going to the same place?
Because they are. It's pretty simple. If it looks like they're doing something, they probably are doing that something. Aw. Alright, here. I open the door for all of you. Get on going. This is where the play happens. There's the black box. Alright. Guess he fell from up there. Alright.
Bella, we really need you to tell us the truth here.
What do you mean? I'm telling you the truth. I completed my task. I retrieved the black box from Pony Station.
Looks like the cognito hazards really did a number on her.
What are you talking about? I'm fine.
Bella, there was no black box in sight when we found you.
That's impossible. I'm positive. I know I had it in the escape elevator.
And there is no escape elevator in Pony Station. None of what you're saying adds up.
But that's impossible. It's just impossible.
Look at me, Bella. Try and focus. What really happened?
What really happened?
Bella, think carefully.
Alright. There are no mannequins here. I love when the voice acting doesn't match the subtitles. It is kind of annoying, but I mean, I understand it. And thus is the tragedy of the Hanged King.
Will have to be locked down. That much is for certain.
Alright, rehearsals have officially begun. Positively brilliant. My hands are shaking now as I write this experiment and the exciting avenues ahead. Although some sections stray from the original SCP-701 script, everyone remained perfectly in character, wholly consumed in the act. The audience, too, seemed to be entirely absorbed in the performance. A strange thing, though, I noticed a certain something. A person, perhaps appeared on the stage. He was not one of our original members, but, well, he was quite quiet and reserved, rather friendly. A tribute to Ambassador Alagada. That is, it must be, the truth. The splendid, magnificent truth. Hang the traitors. One in one. Hang the betrayer, the betrayal, and the ignorance. Together with the noose, hang them to alert all the world. Cheers and cheers all around, for our great king let us bask in his glory. Together we follow him. The blood of fools we offer to thee, hanged king. The writing that follows is obscured by bloodstains.
So SCP-701 is a script. One performance and now all of Pony Station is ruined.
Correct.
Dr. Cooper, what have you done?
It's like a summoning ritual, like I said. When you can start it, you can't stop it. It's the worst part about it. Alright, everyone's going that way, so and I can't go anywhere else.
Mannequins again. Where are they heading? Where have all those
Okay.
volunteers gone?
Okay, so I got Act 1 now. This is how it starts. Ballroom in act description. The king of Trinculo passes away, and the king's brother, Gonzalo, succeeds him as the new king. At the coronation, the drunken queen confesses that she colluded with Gonzalo to kill the old king and hang his body from a tree. The queen goes on to confess that the great nobleman Antonio is in fact the son of the old king, and as such has legitimate claim to the throne. Antonio scoffs at this, but upon returning to the inn, he meets the ghost of the old king, who confirms everything the queen has said. Blood we offered, the hanged king we served. I served my king with my blood. Blissful suffocation, sacrifice of sin. I feel like I'm not sure what all I'm missing, or where I missed things. Well, I know one place where I had to miss something, but I don't know everywhere else. I might go back off stream when I beat this game and go through and just get all the collectibles. Alright, well, no. And there's all the researchers and scientists in the entire facility.
Holy fuck. Guess this is the ending of their performance.
Mm-hmm.
SCP-701. The Hanged King's Tragedy. I serve my king. Who's there? With my blood. What the fuck?
Sacrifice his head and seek redemption with his blood!
Kill him! Kill him! A despicable usurper does not deserve the glorious crown!
Alright.
What the hell is going on? It's the goddamn cognito hazard again. I need to leave right now.
Yes, walking further into the cognito hazard. Well, let me lead into the cognito hazard.
With this, our blood is the hanging!
Grab the knife. Oh, or maybe not. I don't know. Depends on where in your gut they hit you. Keep on going.
my blood, I serve my king. With 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 my blood, I serve my king.
Alright. She broke the cognitive hazard.
Her condition is unstable. I've just injected her with a sedative, but you need to let her rest for a while.
Thanks, Doctor. Well, let's go then.
What? We haven't found the black box yet.
You still don't get it, do you?
Get what? What do you mean?
A black box is merely a vehicle for recording the truth. But a black box isn't always a black box.
You mean...
That's right. She is now the black box. Got time for a cold one? Because our work here is done.
Yeah, that's how it goes. She's the only one who knows what happened.
I serve my king with my blood. Blissful suffocation. Sacrifice of sin.
Alright.
The black box has been properly contained at Site 105 and pending further investigation. Above is the full record of the inquiry.
Alright, let's see. Now we're back to our station. Q. Agent Q's reports. Edition. Serious character. Dash 701-1. Historical estimates place the number of lives claimed by the plague between 168 to 173 over the past 300 years. Yep. Very easy mission. You're no worse than I expected. Yeah, he's not wrong. A lot of people in the SCP Foundation are like that. Ooh, okay. Okay, me personally, I'm answer number 2. That's me personally. Oh, why not? colleagues through a small party. Yep. Lost in a shrink cave, it was dark, damp, and smelled of decay. And in the depths of darkness, I saw at all times 2 red dots, monitoring my every movement. What a strange dream. Tequila is too strong of a drink. I need an espresso to sober her up. I do find it, I love the references, by the way, to the sites on here. Site 13 is quite an interesting one. Alright, current mission, an unearthing womb. SCP-660 may be safely stored in a standard safe deposit box, provided its mouth remains covered with an inert perspex disc and sealed with tamper-proof tape. Okay. Oh, so this is the full wiki page then, looks like. Alright. So here's the log of inhuman testing they've done on this with this SCP. Skin flap harvested from the left eye of the cadaver of D class 612. Donor was healthy in all respects prior to death. Tissue sample left in SCP-660 for 2 months duration. Result: daily biopsies indicate viability of sample. Cell samples taken from tissues graft are cultured in vitro, revealing a predisposition towards pancreatitis and cancerous growth. Okay. No reports. Yep. The recipient's anomaly testing record has no contradictions with the SCP. Rats without complication, healing according to usual steps of adherent serum inhibition and revascularization. However, as it is common with severe burn cases, the compromised skin barrier led to infection and eventual fatal septic shock. Oof. Post-mortem biopsy and analysis indicates skin graft would have returned to full, historically structured and function had he survived. Live member of Musculus House Mouse. Okay. Save. Okay. Redacted SCP uses. That sucks. He has his entire consciousness put into a mouse. That sucks. Anything else? Alright. Could not put it back in his normal body. Oof. Okay, so they interviewed the house mouse, who human. Suffocating, stretching. How do you think it felt? Even mice need to grow and move and live. Every part of me was straining, but I was stuck. I thought I would explode. Full contents of interview are classified. An autopsy revealed pancreatitis growth throughout the mouse's body. Okay, so this thing has a very cancerous effect on people. Got it. Yep. It is deemed safe. As long as you don't interact with it, it is safe. Next. Ooh, okay. 143. Ooh. 443-1. Trees were grown on site from samplings obtained from parent plants located in Nara Prefecture, Japan, In 1905, the parent trees were owned by a family of traditionalist swordsmiths, claiming to be descendants of a legendary swordsman maker named as Amakuni. They referred to the original trees as Jinki no Kadachi, or the Bladewood Grove. It is from them that the Foundation gained the techniques to cut and work the wood and petals into serviceable items. The original trees are still in Japan, owned by the government, and still tended to by the same family. However, the government has denied all existence of these trees, and any products made from them are kept within country. The Addendum 143-2. 143 is to be watered twice every day on a regular basis via a large sprinkler system unless already watered by local precipitation personnel. Are not allowed to enter the enclosure without level 4 administrative clearance, and are advised not to touch any of the SCP-143, nor stand beneath them unless wearing proper protective gear. It is important that no one be within the containment area when SCP-143 begins to shed. However, after the shedding has concluded, the collection of fallen petals for testing purposes has been authorized by the project director. See SCP-143 testing log. Document 143-A. We lost 3 staff to 143 today. They were collecting petals dropped by the trees the previous day when a sudden gust picked up and shaking a good deal of petals from the trees and blowing them around. Stayed that windy for the whole day. I'd send a cleanup crew, but it's pretty windy and the odd petal is still falling. We'll have to pick up the remains when the wind dies down in a couple days. Testing logs. Appendix 143D0. Hardness test. 500 HB on the Brinell scale. Ooh, that's pretty strong. Appendix 143-1. Withstanding temperatures up to 1800 Celsius. 143-D2. The weight to strength ratio surpasses even that of titanium, being some 15% lighter than aluminum. Both are notoriously difficult to work due to their properties. 143-11, but under high temperatures upwards of 1500 Celsius, separate pieces are capable of being fused together. Interesting. Okay. Alright. Safety regulations. Dr. Redacted requests to use SCP-261 at high frequency. Coke Zero, a can of Diet Coke packaging in English. Cheetos, a small bag of Cheetos snack food packaging in English. Black, a single pack of caffeinated chewing gum packaging in Japan. Yan single Yan cone with peach dipping frosting packaged in Japanese. The Meiji Shaki Company does not produce this flavor. Pepsi Dragon Twist, a can of Pepsi Cola with a trace of fruit. Yeah, these are all interesting. I think this is, if I remember right, this is the snack machine. So if you put in the appropriate amount of yen into it, because it only accepts yen, you will get random snacks, drinks from this machine. All of them tend to be anomalous in general. Very few are non-anomalous, or sometimes they are just snacks that we have. But like, take this Diet Ghost for example. Once he got the can of Diet Ghost out of it, they got a new SCP because of it. Testing done on this instance provided similar results to other contained instances of SCP-2107. This marks the first time that SCP-261 has vended another SCP object. It's the first time, not the last time. Unknown. And the conclusions. Okay, moving on to the next one. comfy lecture. Famous to hold a lecture. Ooh. Share knowledge and insights pertaining to SCP. This month, provide. Ooh, Dr. Trevor. That could be interesting. Dr. Daniel Trevor. This would be interesting.
There are many stories in this world. Some are read widely all over the world. Some are hidden in dust and known only by a handful of people. Today I'm going to tell you a story no one else has heard before. A real story of mystery and wonder and adventure. And then you too will become the guardian of this story.
Okay.
The story takes place in a world of long ago. The hero of our story is a little boy. His name is Daniel.
Alright.
One day, out of nowhere, Daniel got a serious case of chickenpox. It made him look like a strawberry. To make sure he didn't spread it to others, Mrs. Page, the principal, had him isolate in an attic. And so, in the attic he lived, all on his own.
Okay. Is the principal like his mom or something?
Mr. Daniel, while up here in this attic, you'll have plenty of time to practice your penny whistle.
Okay.
I hope you'll practice well and prepare for next month's art festival.
But Mrs. Page, the melody is so difficult.
Don't give up, boy. You don't give up before you fight.
You can always just choose not to fight. Therefore, you don't give up, technically. Okay.
Daniel was reluctant at first, but he trusted Mrs. Page, and he knew he should listen. And so he practiced the penny whistle.
Oh, rhythm game. Cool. ASDF. Okay. Oh, too early. Aw, okay.
Suddenly, he heard some strange noises in the corner of the attic.
Huh? Who's there?
Daniel decided to go over and take a look.
Okay. Yep. That's what I mean by like this game will be shifting art styles like every other story. It's pretty cool.
It was a mousetrap, and there was a red origami paper dragon inside of it. Daniel carefully removed it. It was marvelous and beautiful. The only problem was part of its wing was damaged, but Daniel found a way to repair it.
Okay. Yeah.
Daniel held the repaired paper dragon high up in the air, imagining that it soared over all the world below. He played and played with the paper dragon.
Wee! Woo! Dragon! Soar!
In the warm afternoon sun, Daniel had to fight his eyelids just to keep them open.
Could it be? Or is this all just a dream?
Any SCP veterans in chat, you guys know what's about to happen? Everyone
The next day,
knows the story.
With boredom and loneliness weighing him down, he began to fiddle with the old radio.
Our town is located in the plains, where earthquakes are not particularly common. Although there are 17 fault zones around us, they are all inactive.
A scrunched up ball of paper rolled over to his feet.
Where did this paper ball come from?
Just as Daniel went to pick it up, the ball suddenly came to life, and it rolled away. Daniel chased after it.
Alright. So how far do I have to go to do this? Oop. Okay.
Just as he was about to seize the rolling paper ball, suddenly, terrible sparks erupted from it. Before his very eyes, the paper ball began to grow, bigger and bigger. At that moment, a red figure suddenly appeared. The red figure quickly subdued the paper ball and threw it into a cardboard box. Daniel studied the red figure carefully. It had a sticker on its fluttering wing. It was the paper dragon.
I wasn't dreaming. Thank you for saving me.
Daniel was grateful and very happy. He walked closer to the paper dragon, but the paper dragon seemed timid and afraid and backed away. Just then, Daniel had an idea. He took out his penny whistle and slowly played a tune.
All right.
The paper dragon enjoyed the sound very much. It began to move along with the rhythm, flipping up and down in the air. Soon the two were playing and dancing, just like old friends.
I know how this story ends, but we'll see.
The paper dragon traced out a beautiful arc in the air, communicating with Daniel in a unique way.
My cherished friend, after many long years, we finally meet again. Tell me, how has
has your family been? A great thank you for playing that music for me. You know how I love the beautiful rhythm of that instrument. But we ought to take precautions, as the room is not stable. Do you still remember how the room works? You're welcome to visit any time.
The piece of paper then changed back into the shape of a paper dragon and flew into the cardboard box. The box closed shut, and a calm silence was restored to the attic.
Yep. So this game has multiple art styles, and this is one of the new art styles of the game.
Daniel rushed to find a
the
watercolor pen.
Story,
and
however,
marked the box with excitement
I don't want
in
to
his
spoil it. I
fingertips.
already know the story. I know there's SCP, and I know how it ends.
Over the next few days, the paper dragon came out often to play with Daniel. During this time, Daniel introduced many of his friends to the paper dragon.
That cat's name is Mrs. Carter. Ever since I secretly fed her some fish for dinner, we've been good friends.
Now, I don't know how long it's going to drag this out.
That's Duke.
But,
This is Jessica's pet. He doesn't like rainy days.
Looks like it's going to be
Or
a
Mrs.
couple more
Carter.
minutes of this.
Only smoked sausages for his taste.
Yeah, sadly, you missed the horror
we're
aspect of the
friends
game
too.
already.
My name is Daniel.
This is our
What's your
third SCP mission.
The paper dragon flapped its wings, as if it didn't understand him.
Well, since you like the sound of the penny whistle so much, why don't I just call you Penny? I'll keep practicing to make it sound better.
Daniel and Penny then played baseball together in the attic.
Let's play cat.
Alright. Playing fetch with the dragon. Don't know what else I'm supposed to do.
But just as they were in the middle of enjoying themselves, a violent shaking suddenly rose from the ground.
The stubborn earthquake is back at it, folks, and it seems even stronger than last time.
At this moment, the box suddenly shot open, and thick clouds of smoke billowed out, followed by several paper balls. Penny attacked the paper balls without a moment's hesitation and promptly threw them back into the box. Penny then flew around in front of Daniel and rushed right back into the box. As the box closed, the earthquake stopped. Facing a friend's farewell without a formal goodbye, Daniel felt confused and lost. He moved the box to the center of the attic. Facing it, he practiced his penny whistle, day in and day out. As the days went by, Daniel's playing became smoother. One day, the box suddenly began to move.
Huh?
1, 2, 3, 4. This time there were 4 paper dragons. But they weren't alone. Enemies began to jump out of the box too.
So SCP in of itself covers like every genre of storytelling all at once. So there's a lot of variety in SCP, and it's not just horror.
In that small attic, the 4 paper dragons fought fiercely against the paper balls. This time, the paper balls use new tactics. They float together into a single monstrous ball of paper. It began to shoot strong bursts of electric sparks at the paper dragons as they flew through the air. As they were hit, the paper dragons fell from the air, one after the other. Seeing the injured paper dragons, Daniel felt very distressed and anxious. Just then, one of the paper dragons painfully started to fly and gathered the remainder of its power. The paper dragon transformed into a great beam of light and dove straight down to pierce through the monstrous paper ball. And then came another paper dragon. The monstrous paper ball was blasted to bits, exploding into smaller paper balls. Trembling, they struggled to escape back into the box. The sacrificed paper dragons were reduced to swirling shreds of paper, and a silence pervaded. Peace and tranquility were restored once again to the attic. Daniel saw the remaining 2 paper dragons lying on the floor, badly wounded. He rushed to grab some stickers and treated them at once.
All right.
Suddenly, countless paper dragons began to gush from the box. The 2 wounded paper dragons were repaired and began to fly. Like 2 colored threads, they merged with the other dragons, flying in unison. The dragons moved like a tide, flying freely through the attic.
Also, I should probably point out, this is the
took
only
out his penny
like
whistle.
nice
He showed all
story
his paper dragon friends
in
the
SCP
results
that
of his
I'm
hard
aware
work
of.
and practice.
I don't know any other stories that are just happy and cheerful. Within SCP, at least. I guess it's good to get this story out of the way first before moving into the darker stories, because this could be a complete tonal shock to someone else, to someone playing this game once you're like a few stories deep of all these different horrors. But getting it out of the way early makes sense. So the first 2 stories we go through this were both different demos at different stages of development.
In the sweet melody of his playing,
So they had to put them
Daniel felt
first, because
himself
people have already
enter
seen
into
them.
the world of dragons.
And then getting this told next makes the most logical sense because, like I said, it's too happy and cheerful for what the majority of this game is going to be.
paper dragons merged into a long letter and floated down towards Daniel to tell their story.
After the last war, the fantasy world enjoyed a long spell of peace and stability. But now, the giants have returned. They have launched ferocious attacks, trying to invade your world through the room. We are prepared to launch the final defense. Then we will have to destroy your room, for it is the last remaining entryway into your world. Please believe this farewell will only be temporary. We will not be apart forever, and we will never forget our eternal mission of protecting you.
At that moment, the paper dragons flew back into the box. Daniel still couldn't fully understand what the paper dragons had meant, but he had a vague feeling in his heart that he may never see his new friends again. A few days later, Daniel's chickenpox had fully recovered. He could now play the penny whistle very, very well. But the paper dragons never returned. Maybe it was time to leave and move on.
Earthquake warning! Magnitude 6.2! A massive earthquake is hitting our town! All townspeople, please leave your houses immediately and move to safe open spaces!
Just then, countless paper dragons shot from the cardboard box. However, it seemed like they were under attack, spinning and falling through the air in confusion.
What's happening?
Daniel quickly grabbed the stickers out from his bag and did his best to heal the injured paper dragons.
Alright. Guess I gotta wait till the finish. Or what do I do? There you go.
But the paper balls swarmed together and pushed Daniel away, subduing him firmly in the corner. He couldn't move. Suddenly, ominous clouds rose from the box, and a violent lightning flashed through the room. The figure of a giant slowly emerged from the thick clouds, and the entire attic became overwhelmed with its evil aura.
The earthquake is growing stronger, now with a magnitude of 7.1! Heaven almighty, are we doomed?
The giant unleashed its power maniacally. The paper dragons struggled against it, with no means of fighting back. At this critical moment, two paper dragons shined brilliantly. Together, they heroically crashed their bodies into the giant. Daniel thought the giant had been defeated by the paper dragons, but soon he found that things would probably not be so simple. The giant's figure could still be seen in the thick smoke, looking evil and terrible. The attacks of the paper dragons had had no effect, and the giant had only grown stronger. It fought back with a new ferocity. The paper dragons were simply no match for it.
The earthquake is growing stronger still! The greatest disaster this town has seen in over 100 years! My heavens! Will this nightmare ever end?
With the paper dragons now all but defeated, Daniel spotted a frail figure in the distance. It was Penny. It flew gently in front of Daniel and affectionately rubbed its head against his fingers, as if this whole crisis had never happened. Daniel felt like Penny was... He didn't quite understand what. Penny then left Daniel and soared into the air with a determination in its wings. Suddenly, the other paper dragons seemed to be summoned. They flew through the air, all together in unison, responding to the call without an ounce of hesitation. To a great red beam and rushed fast towards the giant. The other dragons followed, shining together like a shooting star. At that moment, Daniel seemed to see a
My
real
neighbors don't know how to
dragon
work their
fly.
fucking car, and it's pissing me off.
No!
A huge explosion from the impact drowned out everything else in the attic. The attic rained down with countless pieces of paper, the leftover scraps of the paper dragons. Daniel wanted to collect all of the pieces. He thought he could still fix them.
My friend.
The nightmare is over. The earthquake has stopped. With God's mercy, our town is safe. We thank you, Lord, for your protection.
For context, this is probably the most saddest. This is the saddest story in all of SCP, I believe. I believe it's renowned as the saddest story of all in all of SCP.
A few days later, the art festival was held as scheduled. Daniel attended the show with his penny whistle.
And now, Daniel Trevor will perform a penny whistle solo of a song titled Fly With Me.
that's how the story ends. Now, you might be wondering, what happened next? Are there still paper dragons in the world? Well, that's a difficult question to answer. But I believe that they are still protecting us somewhere in this world, just like they promised they would, forever, into eternity.
Alright, now that's done. So, this is the one I'm curious about. It doesn't say which SCP it is. So we'll see what that's about. So Dr. Daniels is the same kid from the story. It's his first experience with an SCP, and he became a director of the SCP. And this is one of the... He still has the box to this day, I believe. Been there for a month now, and I'm now entirely adjusted to the job. Though the content of my work is to simply process archived files, it is work that will never bore me. It's very few people who can say that. A few absurd jokes aside, most of the archives are really rather fascinating. I have been having hallucinations lately. Ooh, feel like someone is calling me. A voice low and uncertain. They seem to be trying to communicate with me, but I cannot understand a single word they say. In fact, I had planned on seeing a doctor, but Zoe told me this was the typical rookie syndrome, and would clear up in a few days. It's a cognito hazard. You all work for SCP Foundation. You should be aware of this kind of stuff. Or it's a meme. Either way, it's not safe. Yorkshire, England. Site 83. Okay. This is SCP-300. I forget what 300 is. Document 090B. This is for SCP-090. Ooh. I could read all this out, but I kind of want... Ooh, yeah. Kind of want to just go ahead and get into the next experience before we close out stream. Probably going to go for another hour and then call it there. Depending on how long this takes. 898. Yeah. No more task. so what are we getting into? Stay sane and always in awe. Do you want to read further? Yes. SCP-239-01. This be interesting.
D6744, please provide your identification code according to the mission letter. 4 and 20 blackbirds.
Tell me, Doc, when was the last time this rag on my head was washed?
D6744, according to the 7th edition of the Security Regulation Amendment, you must first provide your identification code. Otherwise, you will be executed.
Alright. 4 and 20 blackbirds baked in a pie. You're a real fan of these formalities. Everything's got to be right by the book with you. Oh, God. Fuck.
Mike Donald, consciousness intrusion expert, former leader of MTF UP2, codename Spider. Now, level D personnel, number 6744.
Enough with these damn formalities. Just what the hell you want me to do?
D6744, do you know about the Witch Plan?
I've heard the name, that's all.
The plan is under the direct command of O5. Every last detail of the plan is protected by the strictest confidential terms.
So what?
D6744, what you're about to witness is top secret information of the Foundation.
The hell is going on?
A few hours ago, something went wrong with the Witch Plan experiment. The energy of the human anomaly, SCP-239, is out of control and has begun diffusing outward, disintegrating everything it touches.
Alright.
You guys seriously never cease to amaze me.
SCP-239 is now a ticking time bomb. She could go off at any moment. D6744, I need you to enter the consciousness of SCP-239 to stop this bomb from exploding.
The neural key is fully charged and ready to enter the target consciousness space.
Begin the program.
Consciousness begins to link. Start
D6744, we don't have much time left.
3, 2, incise.
Your D class, you really think you ever get a choice in these things? I don't think I actually know this SCP. Being honest.
D6744, can you hear me?
Son of a bitch! Fuck you!
The situation is urgent. If you were still the way you used to be, you would have done the same.
Hello there?
Oh no, I know this is SCP.
Hey, wait!
D6744, what did you see?
A little girl, but she ran away when she saw me.
That little girl is SCP-239. What else have you discovered?
Well, I discovered how I'm going to die.
Sorry. I'm sorry. Help me.
The girl's consciousness is severely damaged. That probably explains her total loss of energy control.
Then how should we proceed?
Or that depends.
I'll have to enter her preconscious. If there's a solution to this, it's gonna be in there.
Good. D6744, you really are the right person for this mission. D6744, I must remind you,
SCP-239 is no ordinary girl.
Oh, yeah.
She is uniquely dangerous. Do not forget.
Yeah, I got it. I'm dangerous too, don't forget.
Yeah, but he's not as dangerous as this girl can be.
Eternal blood, science, Zeus, rainstorm, whisper, butterfly, garden, activate, wings, fan, passion, French, resin, roarer, red, sleep, stone, green, touch, move, anxiety, close, pain, lust, ladybug, time, clock, summer, bird, movie, snake, cry, turkey, eagle, 16, eternal blood, science. You will pay the price.
Holy mother of...
Good, you actually have a proper sprint now. Right. And then left. Alright. Yeah, no shit. Alright, game. Come on. Alright, so take a left. Straight. Nope. Alright, so left, right, left. Though it's possible that first right might be wrong. We'll try right then left. See if that's right. About to get hit again. Great. Alright, follow the yellow signs. Okay. Alright. Worked out so far. Reset. Link all fragments in the correct order. Lines cannot intersect. Fragments may only be linked once. Okay, I see puzzle. Okay.
I'm Dr. Pierce. We are now conducting ability control test number 125 of SCP-239. Okay, let us begin. First, set voltage strength to 30 kilovolts. Power on. SCP-239. Move the target object to the designated location.
Ability control test number 125 has failed.
The voltage intensity must be insufficient. I'll need a new test site, along with new equipment that can handle a greater voltage load.
ARB Potential Development Plan. Experimental Subject SCP-239 in the 239's containment room. Period 48 months. Okay, John Pierce. Experimental objective: to activate the target's higher level reality distortion capabilities while ensuring the external forces can be directly intervened with and manipulated. Expected result: level 3 reality distortion. Experimental method: conduct in-depth research and test on the following hypothesis. High voltage stimuli encourage alpha brainwave divergence to induce the formation of a reality distortion field. The actual observed effects of reality distortion force under various voltage will be tracked and recorded, and a correlation curved graph between them will be established. The experiment shall use pulse voltage stimulation as the primary method, with a pulse voltage range of 100 volts to 3000 volts. Description: during the experiment, SCP-39's reality distortion capabilities have been deemed qualified when receiving a stimulus involving the following words: rainstorm, butterfly, fan. With this observation in mind, future experiments shall continue to employ these words to further test correlation among related speech sounds, impulse voltage, and ARB development. ARB-1 pulse alternating voltage room SS radiation feedback devices related to telekiller headgear. Okay. Notes: project to be transferred to lab number 355 in order to initiate ARB preservation experiments. 3000 voltage to 250,000 volts. Oof. Okay. Is there anything else just like in the room that I could grab? Doesn't look like it. And there's a door to leave. What happens if I go into her containment room? Ah.
So tired. Sleep. Let me sleep. Just a while.
Bird Nest calling D6744. Do you copy?
Copy.
The energy of SCP-239 is still diffusing outward. What's your situation?
Situation's more complicated than I thought. I'm gonna need more time.
Be quick about it.
I got it. Quit rushing me.
Alright. Part 2. Probably gonna need this.
Heard what?
Can I not? Okay.
They've appointed a new director to take over the project.
You sure it's not just a rumor? Today's morning session was chaired by Dr. Pierce.
It's true. Trust me. If I'm being honest, I don't really like Dr. Pierce. Something about him, just gives me the creeps.
That's fair.
He's coming. Stop.
Pierce is one of the more morally questionable researchers here at the facility. Fax to Sean Pierce from Personnel Department, SCP Foundation. Fax number redacted, page 1. Telephone number redacted. Date December 28, 2023. Anyways, notice for review, comment, reply, reuse, urgent. Dr. Violet Tatao, I think that's how you say that. Fuck if I know. Senior researcher of Site 17-11 will visit your office at 9:50 a.m. today. Reason for visit: personal transfer. Please be advised. Okay. Anything else in here? Okay. Well, let's go do this next puzzle. Okay. Okay, they really jumped the difficulty on this one. Alright, so we'll do this. Fail. Oh no, got it. Cool.
How are the preparations for the experiment coming along?
Equipment's been checked. Everything is ready.
Good. Anything to be aware of?
Sam went to the counseling room after yesterday's experiment.
Give him an injection of amnestic agent, and let Arthur take his place.
Okay. Pretty standard. Sean's employee card. Okay. But yeah. Group photo of Team Black Honey Badgers, September 22, 1996. Here we go. Sean's diary, Site 17, room number 35, Sector 3, December 7, 2003. To say that I'm displeased with the experiment results would be a gross understatement. Each day we seem to step on critical point of success, only to never cross that line. It is a never-ending cycle of anger, frustration, exasperation, and excitement. 1,000 mixed emotions swirl within me to the point where I can no longer distinguish one from another. But to give up now is not an option. I know that much. The successful conclusion of this experiment must be seen through to the end. With failure comes experience. And I now know where the main problem lies. The maximum safe voltage permitted by the Foundation is still too low. I will need to find a way to increase the limit. Resistance, agency, free will, rest assured, nothing will stand up to the power of extreme voltage. On.
Try again. Set voltage strength to 250 kilovolts.
Dr. Pierce, the heart rate of SCP-239 has now exceeded 160. Her physiological indicators are quickly approaching their limit. Perhaps we should consider pausing for a while.
You. Pressurize. Set to 250 kilovolts. Go. Now. SCP-239. Pay close attention to my instructions. Crush that car in front of you.
Wow. He's gonna call this a failure? Huh? He managed to do it.
What's the meaning of this?
Sean Pierce.
Violet.
Long time, Sean. What's it been? 7 years?
I've got no time to play catch-up with you. Not a great first impression you're leaving either. Barging into my lab and interfering with my experiments. According to Foundation security regulations, I could have you detained, you know.
Still the same old temper. You haven't changed one bit, Sean. Well, if you want to talk business, then let's talk business. You should have a look at this first.
This is... No.
This is O5's mandate. Effective immediately. Which plan and all SCP-239 experiments will be led by me.
No, that's... No! This is a mistake! It's not possible!
Don't take it personal, Sean. The simple fact is that the development of SCP-239 is moving too slow. They want a more ambitious approach. A new process, if you will.
A new process? What new process? Just what do you know about process? Please, Violet, enlighten me.
Sean, let us end our bickering with this. Victory comes to those who fight, and to those who last.
I mean, yeah, that is technically a true statement. Administration Department at Site 17, SCP Foundation, O5 Council of the Foundation has entrusted Dr. Violet as the new principal investigator of SCP-239 project, replacing Dr. Sean Pierce. The authority of this position shall include the transfer of personnel within the project, the formulation of the project development method, the signing of documents, and handling of matters pertaining to research and activities. This authorization order shall be recognized effective immediately. O5 redacted. Here's number 28, 2003. There's 4 pieces.
Bird's Nest, do you copy?
Copy, loud and clear.
Just what exactly is Witch Plan?
That's not your concern. Focus on the mission at hand. Stop the spread of energy diffusion released by SCP-239, and do it quick.
Yeah, sure.
I am curious how she knows that conversation. Because these are her memories. So it would have to go through her in general. Alright, let's see. Nope, failed. Nope, failed. Okay, so new start point. Let's see. Start from here. Actually, no. There we go.
Director Tattoo. The storybooks and toys we ordered have arrived in C3 warehouse.
Good. How's the containment room remodeling coming along?
The bed and daily necessities are all in place. The demolition of the ARB potential development plan will be completed next.
Good and good. Now, how about the formal meeting with our little princess?
Our highest endeavors must be to develop free human beings who are able of themselves to impart purpose and direction to their lives. Rudolf Steiner. Understanding your child's inner turmoil provides an emotional mirror that helps them understand themselves. By allowing them to feel recognized, to feel that their views and ideas are valued, you build up their self-esteem. Once a child feels that their personal worth has been recognized, they will be much more capable and resilient when dealing with people and events in their lives. The motto we must hold in our hearts is this: I will seek to understand. I will show my misunderstanding. I will not criticize and condemn. Once a child identifies the value of the parents embodies, the parent embodies, the child will develop and acquire personal standards of self-regulation within their own selves. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of how that works. It's kind of case by case too, as well. And we've got her employee card. Free your child's true potential. Martin Rawson. The Baby Book. Everything you need to know about your baby from birth to age 2. William Shears. Between Parent and Child. The best-selling classic that revolutionized parent-child communications. Ham G. Jennett. Fig Trees and Columina. I'm not going to try to pronounce that last one. Dear Zoo by Rod Campbell. Time for Bed. Fred. Yasmin Isma. Okay. Task. Preparations. Dismantling and modern devices. Dismantle devices commonly used and standby circuits, reinforcement project, heavy current engineering, interior decoration, arrangement of interior objects, site clearing, test and acceptance inspection. Okay. Yeah, well, it's kind of obvious what the route she's proposing, which is a very vastly different route than what Dr. Pierce was doing. The problem, though, with her route is that it puts her at risk. As, especially unstable reality benders tend to be a bad idea to get invested like that.
Hold on a second. I'm not gonna hurt you. God damn it.
Are you having nightmares?
Monsters. Monsters. Scared. Scared.
When you feel scared, just close your eyes. Imagine something beautiful, and those terrible things will disappear.
Who are you?
My name is Violet Tattoo.
Tattoo.
You can
okay.
just call me Violet. I will take care of you from now on. No one will hurt you ever again. Alright, that's it for today's bedtime story. We'll have a little test tomorrow. You need your rest.
Afraid. Sleep. Nightmares.
SCP-239, are you afraid of having nightmares again?
Yes. Afraid.
Just remember what I told you. When you feel scared, just close your eyes. Imagine your little friends in the stories all running out of their books to come play with you. Then you won't be afraid. Get some sleep now. Remember to imagine those beautiful images.
Okay.
Close eyes. Imagine. Imagine. Beautiful images. Long time ago, there was a robin. It wanted a home of its own. But what should a home look like? It decided to ask other animals.
Alright.
The robin meets an elephant. It says the house should have very strong floors. Strong enough to support my weight. The robin shakes his head. The cheetah stops its hunting. It pulls back and whispers, "There should be beautiful spotted curtains to block out the harsh sun." The robin shakes its head again. The giraffe speak from way up high. The house should have a high roof, and plates should hang from the ceiling. The robin flaps its wings and flies away. The hippos let out a loud yawn. House should be built in a pool, so we can bathe anytime and sleep anytime. The robin shakes off the water droplets and flies away.
Alright. Easy controller. Oh, Flappy Bird. God damn it.
small hill where the lion's family lives. The lion says, "My home is vast and boundless, and the whole prairie is my home." The robin shakes its head and flies away. It flies and flies, and finally it lands on the back of a rhinoceros. The rhinoceros says, "Everyone travels with all sorts of strange questions inside, but after traveling far and long enough, the answer that everyone finds is that the truth is not far, for it lays within our very hearts." Robin, what kind of home do you want? The robin says, "The home I want is..."
SCP-239, what are you doing? What's going on here? What's happening? SCP-239, we have to work and rest according to plan.
But
Alex, clear up the mess.
At once, Director.
SCP-239, this is all for your own good. You must be obedient and complete tomorrow's test. After that, I'll give you a gift.
A gift?
All right. Back to sleep now, SCP-239.
So where's the next object? Could be literally anywhere. Okay, this is this way.
Is next week.
I'll see to it, Director. What shall we do with these creations of SCP-239?
Destroy them.
Yeah. I have to. Throw them into the incinerator. Bunch of birds.
a gift for me. Happy!
One more.
Hey, you there? D6744 calling Bird's Nest. D6744 calling Bird's Nest. The hell are these guys up to?
No fucking telling. Honestly, they're probably all dead. That's my guess. That's usually how it goes.
Director Tattoo. The experimental site has been fully prepared. The report may begin at any time.
Excellent. If today's experiment goes smoothly, I will have full control over which plan.
Nice,
Go,
let's get to eat.
check again to be sure that everything is in place. There can be no omissions.
At once, Director.
Can I go this way? Of course not.
Just one quick moment.
Dr. Pierce, as you can see, I'm very busy at the moment. We'll be presenting Witch Plan's progress to the
still good
O5
meal.
Council shortly.
They'll be feeling it at
Right,
least.
yes, that's just it. Listen, SCP-239's abilities are greater than you could ever imagine. She is infinitely more powerful now than when she was born. Your experimental procedures lack the proper controls. Any mistake, no matter how minuscule, could have irreversible consequences.
Dr. Pierce.
That's going
let us
well.
not
This is
forget
our
that it was your
fourth
previous
story.
missteps that caused us to miss the ideal incubation
And-
period for SCP-239.
You were here for the last one. Last one, like I
If
said,
we
is
don't
probably the
cultivate
saddest
our
story in
using
all
mind,
SCP. This one
the
is
window
more of a
opportunity will be closed for good.
tragic story, but
Listen,
at the same time, it's not
if you go
tragic.
about it using
It's one of
your
those.
You will repeat the accident
It's
that
like a
happened 7 years ago.
cautionary tale in
You do
SCP.
remember, don't you? Heisenberg, Freeman, Claire?
Enough, Sean. Don't you dare bring up their names. Sean, the progress of civilization has always come with sacrifices. You don't get one without the other. To have the chance to harness the abilities of SCP-239, no price is too great.
You are playing with fire.
Dr. Pierce, it's time. I suggest you go to the first floor to get front row seats to civilization's next leap of progress.
Violet! Listen to me! Violet!
I mean, it's bad when the guy who subjected a little girl to 3,000 volts of shock is actually right. Convert pure water into wine while in glass. Resurrect birds that have been dead for more than 12 hours. Create a fig tree, turning living things into molecules. She passed 2 of them. Background for Witch Plan. For a long time now. Of course. I'll reread this.
SCP-239. Do you remember our friend here? The little robin with the pretty feathers? Can you make it come out and play with us? Good, SCP-239. Very well done. All right, let's continue with part 2. Now we need to give the robin a home. A home? Yes, a home. Just like in the storybook. The robin needs a tree to call home. So let's give him a big tree.
Robin, home. Not the tree.
SCP-239, you just need to listen and follow my orders. Come on now. Let's give our good friend the robin a big tree.
Home. Not tree.
SCP-239, I need you to follow orders and make a tree. SCP-239, if you don't follow orders, there will be no more nice things for you. No toys, no storybooks, no pretty decorations. Back to that cold, ugly room. You don't want that, do you?
No. No.
Then make the goddamn tree for me. Everyone, no need to panic. This is all standard. SCP-239 will have a slight effect on the current when using her abilities. It's perfectly normal. Very well done, SCP-239. Good. Perfect.
Instead of saying normal, she should have said expected.
Under my guidance, SCP-239's abilities grow more and more powerful each day. Over time, we will expand the experimental content, and we will see even more advancements. SCP-239, you can stop now. That's enough. Stop it, SCP-239. That's an order. Stop now. Good heavens! Why won't it open? John? John! John! The backup door outside! Help me open it! Come on, quick!
Am I taking the role of Sean here, I guess? Anyways, let's see. Which one was it I just got that I was going to read? Guys, it was this. No, it wasn't this one. It was. Here we go. Witch Plan. For a long time now, new and ever more threatening SCPs have been emerging in every corner of the world. The Foundation has gone to great lengths to create more containment spaces to effectively contain them. However, the traditional methods of containment have proven unable to keep pace with the growing demands and crisis levels. In response to the urgent situation, the O5 Council initiated a new containment approach. In July 2002, rather than physical containment, the new approach seeks to harness SCP-239's reality distortion abilities to contain other SCPs. This project has been given the codename Witch Plan. Origin. At 2100 hours, October 22nd, 1998, a baby girl was born at Amrita Hospital in the southern suburbs of Little Rock, Arkansas. Her birth caused a great distortion of space surrounding the hospital. Dago 14, Black Honey Badger. The Foundation's mobile task force rushed to the scene to contain the subject. The operation was successful but costly, with 15 agents killed and 2 others seriously injured. In March 2000, the redacted of the O5 Council put forward a plan to contain SCPs using SCP-239's reality distortion abilities, with SCP-239 at the core of the development concept. In July 2000, the plan was approved and codenamed Witch Plan in internal files. Intro Foundation list: Sean Pierce, Olisenberg F. Musk, Violet Tattoo, Raymond Hem. Yeah, so it's basically how it goes. Like, you start temping with powers that you don't quite fully understand, and you're also trying to force individuals to control those kind of powers to do your bidding. It's always going to be a recipe of disaster.
Stop it, SCP-239. That's an order. Stop now. God have mercy. God damn it. Why won't it open? Sean? Sean! Sean! The backup door outside. Help me open it. Come on, quick.
Violet, I told you you were playing with fire.
Cut the bullshit and let me out. She's lost her mind. What are you doing? Open it. Open the damn thing.
No. No, Violet. I can't.
What? What do you mean?
SCP-239 is out of control. Why would I open the gate?
What the fuck are you saying? Open it!
You're right, Violet. Victory comes to those who fight, and to those who last.
You're talking crazy, Sean. This is not that. Open the fucking thing!
An accident of this magnitude! It's just what I need to prove myself.
Sean! Sean, don't think like that! We can work together. We'll do it your way. Your rules, your method. Whatever you want. Or we'll do... I know! I'll quit! I'll resign! Which plan is all yours?
I will use these learnings to improve
there's no
the plan and
incentive for him in
equipment.
those arguments.
I've never been so certain of success.
He gets those things regardless of her living or not in this
Let's talk
situation.
things through.
You have proven invaluable, Violet. You
Therefore,
will not
killing
die
her,
in
letting
vain.
her die is the lesser risk in this.
No, you're not.
At least that's how
I quit.
you would see it logically. Plus, Dr. Pierce is very ruthless.
Sorry. I'm sorry.
Okay. We have one more memory to go through, and I think that's what we'll call it after we finish this.
D6744. The energy output is getting out of hand. How much longer?
So this is the witch plan, huh? Are we anything more than tools to you?
It's not about that.
Yes, it
This
is.
is about saving the world. Either you fix this, or we're all screwed.
That's what I'm doing.
Then move your ass and do it already.
Yeah, suck my nuts. Quitting the Foundation was the best damn decision of my life.
Okay. Interesting images. Dude, alright. This is a new puzzle. Dude. Alright, let's try this. Oh, I can't link gold ones. Okay, that's good to know. Alright. snuck up on me. Alright, let's try this way. Nope, that's not gonna work. Reset. Maybe start from here, go out. Yeah, you get this link. I have to start here. Alright. Nope, it's not gonna work either. Yeah. I have to do it this way, I think. The fact I can't link those is what's really. Ooh, okay. Okay, I can use them as a starting point then, maybe. Okay. I didn't know I could use them as a starting point, so let's just try this. Yeah, no. I had it for a second. Alright, no, start from here. No. Alright, hold on. Let's just do this. Okay.
I now present to you the ARB Potential Development Device 2.0.
Connect.
This device is capable of not only better stimulating the potential of abnormal objects, but can also automatically turn on the respective electric field control, so long as the abnormal objects exceed the preset amplitude. This will ensure that the experiment is foolproof, with zero chance of runaway. The tragedy of Directed Tau 2 cannot be repeated. We must learn from our mistakes. We must not forget the enormous power of SCP-239. And we must treat security as a top priority. Otherwise, all of this will be for nothing. Do not forget the credence we live by. Secure, contain, protect. This we must uphold at every turn.
Cause of death, fractured skull, hammer and chunk. Religio. Deceased, cause of death, progressive cervical hematoma. Oof, that sucks. Where are you? 05 SCP Foundation. After deliberation, the 05 decided to reinstate Dr. Sean Pierce as the principal investigator and development leader with B3 authorization for the SCP-239 project. The ARB plan has been approved and authorized by the Council, and relevant work shall be carried out according to the set schedule. Authorization and is effective immediately. Cool. Got what he wanted. Balance sheet from 0506. Ooh. He agrees. 07 agreed. 09 agreed. Did all of them agree? Oh, of course 11 wanted to abstain. One had to be different.
I'm sorry.
Hi, hello. It's okay. I just want to talk.
No. Stay away.
What happened? It's not your fault.
Away!
Oh, shit.
You will all die! Die! You will all die!
I am Dr. Sean Pierce. December 25th, 2005. 16:30 hours. This is the first experiment of ARB Plan 2.0. SCP-239. We will repeat the previous tests first.
Experiment 1. Strength test. Pass rate of 95%.
Voltage strength 600 kilovolts. Power on. SCP-239. Crush the car in front of you.
Anxiety, blues, pain, lost. Zeus, brainstorm. Activated. French, resin, aurora.
Test completed. Pass.
Good. Go on.
Experiment 2. Control test. Pass rate of 87%.
Voltage strength 700 kilovolts. Power on. SCP-239. Put the fragments on the ground back together.
Test completed. Pass.
Good. We'll now begin the new test.
Experiment 3. Creation test. Pass rate indeterminate.
Voltage strength 800 kilovolts. Power on. SCP-239. Reassemble this junk into a truck. A real, operational truck. Not some fancy replica. Very well done. Don't you understand what I said? Reassemble that goddamn truck!
Okay.
I know where the problem is. Do I need to shock you again? Amazing. Come on.
Damn it.
950 kilovolts.
Dr. Pierce, our equipment can't handle that much current.
Damn it. I'm the one who's in charge of this experiment. 950 kilovolts. Now! Power on!
Afraid. Close eyes. Imagine. Imagine.
deal with your useless imagination. Increase the voltage strength to 1,000 kilovolts.
Dr. Pierce, the current has breached the security threshold. If left to overload, the device could explode at any moment.
Get the hell out of here! This is for victory! Do not fail me!
How am I supposed to hit that? I think well, technically it is possible, but God, the timing's gonna be fucking difficult. Yeah. Okay. Getting chased by something. Alright. That guy. That was easy. Don't die in a mirror maze achievement apparently. I guess it was supposed to be harder than what it was.
D6744. Nicely done.
Hold on.
The outflow of energy of SCP-239 has subsided and is now beginning to dissipate. We have regained control.
Just hold on.
Again, a job well done. The synapse is now ready to be disconnected.
Can you just hold the fuck on and listen for a damn change?
What's the matter?
The problem hasn't yet been solved. She's still lost deep in her mental anguish.
That's not our concern. The crisis has been averted. Innumerable lives have been saved. Your mission is complete.
My mission's not complete until she is stable.
Compassion in times of desperation leads only to the destruction of yourself.
3 minutes. You owe me that much. For all this you owe me. I can enter her subconscious and fix this. 3 minutes.
Very well. I'll disconnect the synapse in 3 minutes. If you're not back, then so be it. I will show no compassion.
Alright. We have 3 minutes. I wonder if this is actually we a timed level. Alright, well 3 minutes start. Dead person. Cool.
The amniotic fluid has broken. Send to delivery room 2.
Alright, starts with her birth. Okay, damn.
What's going on? The needles on these rulers are all over the place. I don't know, but my watch.
I get the feeling I am on a timer. So I don't want to really stop and read. What? Oh.
Maternal dystocia, profuse bleeding. Send to operating room now.
Value fluctuation increasing. T-Body Badger approaching target.
Alright.
Hemostat.
Target confirmed. Containment
Now we're getting to that
operations
horror
ready.
aspect again.
Excellent. Operation Witch Hunt commence.
Okay. Reset.
Congratulations, a lovely princess with beautiful blue eyes. Thought of a good name for her?
She is my little angel.
SCP-239!
SCP-239. SCP-239.
SCP-239! That's an order!
SCP-239. That's an order.
SCP-239! Do as I say!
SCP-239. Do as I say.
Come on! Do it!
Come on, do it.
SCP-239! SCP-239! SCP-239!
Don't blame yourself. None of this is your fault. Maybe you weren't meant for this world.
Close eyes. Imagine. Imagine. Beautiful. Images. The robin says, the home I want, my home is squishy all over, with shiny warm lights and no more cold steel. Filled all the way with beautiful star stickers and colorful lights everywhere, everywhere. Everywhere I go, they twinkle, twinkle like little eyes. So many good books, with the cutest animals inside. They only say nice things to me. They always want to chat with me. So many beautiful decorations, a soft bed, and mountains of toys. I can
All right.
play all day,
Referencing the dragons,
anywhere
got it.
I want. I'll have my favorite toy, a beautiful carousel. I'll ride and ride, and it will take me anywhere. There, I will not be yelled at. I will not be punished. I can sing as much as I like. I hope so much to live here forever. My home, Seguros' home.
My head.
Take a deep breath. Just some minor side effects from the force disconnection.
She's not coming back.
What?
In the end, she chose to shut off her subconscious. She'll sleep forever, like a plant.
Maybe that's for the best. Anyways, our primary concern is the incident report. It'll require some brainstorming.
Not my concern.
I'll arrange for someone to take you back. See you on the next mission.
Not in this lifetime.
It's an interesting story. Conscious intrusion operation. That. Okay. And now we just, take this and throw it up there. Yeah. Cadet class. Yep, makes sense. Cool. Alright. Submit. Well, before we move on to the next one, I think we'll wait for next stream to do that. So, hope everyone had a great time and enjoyed the stories as much as I was. I've been looking forward to this game, and I believe next time we will have an actual horror experience, if my guesses are right. I don't want to do any more research into the game, but we'll see. But until next time, I'll see you guys in 2 weeks, or I'll even see you on tomorrow night when we play some more Sky Torn. Till then, I'll see you around.
out is called Spy Supplier.
STEM light trap attracts and traps flying insects without chemical insecticides. So no matter what the day cooks up for you, you're never bugged. STEM light trap.
Hold on, an Oreo snack cake? Yes, sir. Yummy, fluffy, soft baked? Yes, sir. I can have my cake and Oreo cookie too? Yes, sir. Oreo Cakesters.